to this Friday, November the 4th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, he is the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Tony, how are we doing? The Cubs are your 2016 World Series champions. I wasn't sure it was going to happen at times. At the time of this taping, I am working on 3.5 hours sleep, so if I sound sleep deprived, I am. The parades today, I'll be there in some form or facet. I'm on my way to Chicago as we speak. So let's start this off, but before I do, the shirt that I never thought I would hold up, ladies and gentlemen, the World Series Championship shirt, which I'm wearing today, but that's the one that you just never thought it would be here. And I'm going to leave that propped up right there. And also on the front page of the Kenosha News today, you had the World Champions. So, congratulations to the Cubs. They deserve it. I wasn't sure this was going to happen at one point, but guess what? It did, Tony.
I never fucking believed that the Cubs would win the World Series. Never.
I know, but guess what? They did it. Okay, so you ready, Tony?
I'm ready.
Let's recap let's recap Smackdown from Tuesday. This is how that played out. Dun 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 dun. Started off with James Ellsworth coming out and talking about Dean Ambrose, and then AJ Styles comes out. It eventually leads to a match that would take place later on in the night between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. Randy Orton defeats Kane, thanks to the Wyatt family. Carmella and Alexa Bliss defeats Nikki and Becky Lynch. American Alpha defeats Spirit Squad. Miz TV ends up going back and forth, leading to a back and forth between Miz and Daniel Bryan, which, Tony, this is seeming like we're going to be seeing these two, and possibly a breaking news whenever it happens is that Daniel Bryan, I think, is going to wrestle one more time.
Yeah, it's a big thing for James Ellsworth to get a push, but the Miz and Daniel Bryan, they're going to be fighting like crazy and everything.
Intercontinental title, Dolph Ziggler. And then the debuting, finally we get to see him, Kurt Hawkins. One kick to the mush and he's done. Are you excited? Are you over Kurt Hawkins already, Tony?
I'm sick of Kurt Hawkins. I'm sick and tired of him.
Okay, then the Usos defeat the Headbangers, and then Dean Ambrose defeats AJ Styles. So, Tony, let's talk about this right now. You got American Alpha and the Usos on Team Smackdown for the tag teams. Who do you think right now has the advantage from the tag team perspective between Raw and Smackdown going into that match at Survivor Series?
I believe Raw's going to take advantage because Raw's got the better wrestling. Smackdown's got quality wrestling, but I think in Survivor Series, I think Raw's going to dominate over Smackdown.
Okay, and then of course it is announced at TLC on December the 4th that AJ Styles will defend his title in a TLC match against Dean Ambrose. How big is that going to be, and is James Ellsworth going to play a factor in that match?
Oh, I definitely think he will, but I think that AJ Styles is going to walk out retaining the World Heavyweight Championship.
We'll see what happens there. That is Smackdown from Tuesday night.
I forgot to tell you breaking news that November, I think, 15th, at the Smackdown Live 900th episode, The Undertaker will be appearing live.
So is that when John Cena and Undertaker will make their match for WrestleMania?
Yes, I believe so.
And that should be exciting, Tony. WrestleMania, that'll be our third WrestleMania. You excited?
I'm excited. I can't wait for Orlando. I want to see what they can bring.
Our third Ringside Report, bringing you WrestleMania. I can't wait either. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to recap Ring of Honor. That's next on the Ringside Report. here to the Ringside Report. It is Friday. We're setting you up for the weekend. Of course, the Cubs World Series parade and rally today in Chicago, going through Grant Park and, of course, Wrigleyville. And, Tony, we've seen the Blackhawk parade. We've seen the White Sox parade. We see how many people fill the streets. What are you expecting today for a 108-year drought that came to an end on Wednesday?
I expect to be 3 million people to be there.
And of course, I'll have footage of it, hopefully. And whatever I do have, I'll have on Monday's edition of the Ringside Report. As I think Monday might be the next time I actually get some sleep. So, I'm riding high. Like I said, I was up till 3:30 in the morning Wednesday. I've slept 2 hours, went to Dick's Sporting Goods with Tony, got the shirts. Then I've been watching stuff all day, so I have no reason to sleep yet. And why now, Tony?
Yeah, why not? I can't believe it.
And it's still an amazing feeling. Okay, now let's talk about Ring of Honor that took place on Wednesday. Start off the show, Donovan Dijak gets a victory. Tony, do you think he lost the TV title match at the last pay-per-view? Do you think Donovan Dijak's going to get back in the world title, or back in the TV title picture?
I think he's going to get back in the world and TV title picture because he deserves everything he gets. Because he lost it at the last pay-per-view, and I deserve at Final Battle he'll get something big time.
Then the Briscoes were scheduled to face the Addiction. The Briscoes come out, then the Addiction come out. They're in street clothes. They say they can't perform, of course, after Ladder Wars, but they say they will meet sometime. Then the Briscoes call out the Young Bucks, but then Adam Cole and Adam Page come out, and then that match ends up being a tag team match. That ends in a disqualification. The Briscoes get a win as Adam Cole hits them with the title belt. And then eventually, I believe, them two attack the Briscoes, and then apparently Kyle O'Reilly makes the save because he'll be facing Adam Cole at Final Battle. But it looks like the TV title shot for Adam Page is going to happen in Final Battle. Tony, there's a chance that every title could be going to the Bullet Club by the end of 2016.
That's pretty scary for Ring of Honor to have the Bullet Club with every title by the time we get to WrestleMania.
Well, the WrestleMania is not Ring of Honor, Tony.
Well, still, they will be in Orlando for Ring of Honor by the time we get to that before Dishonor. There will be champions. I guarantee you that the Bullet Club will hold the titles, and then Matt Winchester will win a tag team title belt with Silas Young.
Six-man tag team tournament, the semifinals. We had the Cabinet lose to Jay White, ACH, and Kushida. That was a good match. But Tony, next week on Ring of Honor television, we're going to get a chance to see the return of the Kingdom with Matt Taven, like we said. And they're going to be facing Adam Cole, who's originally a member of the Kingdom. Tony, how do you expect that to shape out next Wednesday night?
I think that the Kingdom deserves to get back together, but without Michael Bennett and Ringside, Ring of Honor, Maria, it's going to be different for Kingdom.
Okay, and then the six-man tag team titles. Like I said, the Bullet Club's in this too. Are they gonna? Tony? Is this really have a chance of them winning them titles too?
I don't know. It could be crazy.
We'll see what happens. That is coming up, of course. We'll preview that on Wednesday's edition, leading into Ring of Honor. We're taking time out. When we come back, we're gonna recap NXT from Wednesday. That's next on the Ringside Report. Here on the Ringside Report. Happy Friday once again. The Cubs are 2016 World Series champions. Hope you folks have got a chance to listen to my podcast, Windy City Sports Talk. I've had a lot to say this week. Not sure if I'm doing a show today or not. I should be in Chicago, or maybe I'll be on the way home, not sure. But it's been fun. I'm just enjoying this ride, and gonna see when I fall off this cloud that I'm riding so high on. Let's recap NXT. Of course, the Dusty Rhodes Classic continues. Authors of Pain defeat No Way Jose and Rick Swann. Ember Moon gets a victory. Tony, what are your thoughts on Ember Moon in NXT?
She's a strange young girl that she reminds me of Rosemary.
You think so?
I think so. Isn't she the one with Eric Young and them guys?
No, Ember Moon's not. That's not Ember Moon. She's the one. She's the lady that was at Takeover Brooklyn. She has like the different colored eyes.
Oh yeah, she's a good wrestler, but she needs to get better at wrestling than what she's doing.
Then you had Revival and DIY come out and do a promo. Revival said they're injured and they're going to have to forfeit DIY advances in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Authors of Pain then attack DIY. Do you think DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, in a match, do you think they have a chance to beat Authors of Pain?
I don't think so. Tommaso is a good wrestler, but I don't think he's going to be able to dance in the tag team. He advanced to the tag team tournament in the finals and lost in the finals.
Elias Sampson returns and gets a victory. Then your main event, Sanity defeat Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins in their match. So Sanity advances to the semifinals. That's Eric Young's team. Do they have a chance? These crazy guys, do they have a chance to advance in this tournament and possibly win the Dusty Rhodes Memorial or Classic? Is that possible?
Well, yeah, look at last year. Joey and Tommaso win the tournament, and you never know. You're going to have another crazy team win the tournament again.
Of course, NXT TakeOver Toronto on Saturday, November the 19th. That should be exciting. Of course, it's the night before Survivor Series.
We're going to be a Bret Hart sighting in Toronto that weekend.
Are you surprised they're not having Natalya for some... Well, Natalya's not a draw, but like we said, if Trish Stratus would have got that opportunity...
Yeah, Natalya will be part of the Divas Smackdown. She'll be a ringside. She will not be part of the Divas match, but she'll be a ringside cheer on the Smackdown Divas.
They're not divas anymore, Tony.
Whatever, whatever. She'll be still with Naomi, and she'll be cheering on the Smackdown Women brand.
Should be exciting, of course, as NXT getting ready for their big show, Survivor Series. I believe, what is it, Tony? 2 weeks from Sunday? 2 weeks from Sunday. Should be fun.
Get your turkeys ready. Get your turkeys ready.
I can't wait, my favorite holiday. That'll do it for us. Preview for Monday. We're going to recap Impact, preview Raw and SmackDown, and of course I'll have some footage hopefully from the parade, from the rally, wherever I end up getting there. I left at 6 this morning. We'll see what I get. That is on Monday's show. So Tony, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you on Monday.
Yeah, go come yeah.
For Anthony Swooty, I'm Ryan Yunte. Have a great weekend, and thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.